Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, goblins of all ages, welcome back to another special shorty edition of the greatest goddamn D&D stream on this world and the next here. Welcome to Goblins Under the Stairs. You got Solrak the Destroyer here, ready to slash and bash your Monday night with my epic wrecking crew of destroyers here. You got Wilma Chattington. You got Artsy McFarts, Fang the Mang, and the king of all the Artsy McFarts, the big Artsy McFarts himself, and also the greatest goddamn D&D DM in all the land here. It's Nate Gonzalez. Take it away here.
Boo, 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 boo. Carlos, I did not need to let everyone know about my fartsy problems. Welcome everyone tonight to our Monday night edition of Goblins Under the Stairs, a little shorty that we got here. I'm going to try to wrap up this battle that we have going on against the Elder Brain Talovar, the one who has an allegiance with Narvi, the Red Wizard, of course, with this.
Wait. Talovar is the brain? What?
One and the same, man. One and the same.
The wizard is red?
And he's leading the dead. We're going to do no recap for this, because pretty much last time we were together, you guys just kept this fight going on, fighting against the Mind Flayers. One of them turned a giant into a Mind Flayer, and of course you guys were able to kill him, amongst all the other ones. Currently, right now, we have Wilma and Goza behind a wall of force, blocking them out from progressing any farther forward, unless they, of course, made their way around it somehow, with Fang and Solrak proceeding closer and closer to Talovar, attacking him, and him letting you guys know that your journey is about to meet an end. And with that, I think it's time to pick it back up. Oh, one more thing is, that Ezekiel, he was floating in this stasis in this liquid crystalline chamber, and Fang was able to help him, potentially, not quite sure yet, but all the liquid from that drained. He's still unconscious and laying there still on the ground inside that crystal, but no longer filled with that liquid, that cerebral fluids that you saw in the other chamber and floating all around you guys. Alright, so
also,
yep.
Solrak sent the broom to Wilma and Gosa last time, so they have.
That's right. I thought something like that happened. I was like, well, yeah, why isn't Wilma over yet? But yeah, good to know. The start of this round number 10, 1 minute into this fight. Go ahead, Wilma. What do you got?
Alright, so I got the broom now. Is the broom strong enough to carry Gosa and Wilma?
Let's see. He is. I'm gonna say it's probably just for one person.
All right.
Go
Even though
ahead.
Wilma only weighs like 50 pounds, but all right, I gotcha.
Even
broom
with
can
your
do
inventory
200.
and everything?
Yeah, 200
Uh,
pound is the
oh,
thing.
it's 200-pound max. Yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely
so
got 100. And,
there you go.
like definitely got 100-pound stuff. All right. So Wilma's gonna take the broom, zip zap zoop. So it's 10 feet over the wall. So 30 feet, and then she will dash another 25 feet. Where's Solrak?
He's right in front of you.
I can't see him. I don't know if. I guess technically I should have a light source from the Dawn Soul.
Does that work as a light source?
Yeah, it's dim light. That's where it gets the magic from, I believe.
Okay.
Well, because I activate it, so I think I have it. I think this is the last turn that it's activated for. Because I think I did it turn 1.
So you should be able to see it.
Yeah, I can't see anybody. Okay, there it is. Okay, and so that's my action, and then bonus action. Nothing. Just gonna hang out right here. And everybody's juice with both of those. Yep, that's it.
Okay. Do want to share this real quick. As you end your turn, I didn't mean to take a layer action before you started, but all good. You watch as Talavar begins to float up out of the cerebral fluids that he sits inside of the skull. And as you guys watch, he floats up and his tentacles drag down. These black, long tentacles float down below him as it glows with this etherealness. And he looks down at, or kind of positions his frontal lobe down to Solrak. And Solrak, you can feel this sheer force enter into your mind. And I need you to make a charisma saving throw as his tentacles kind of all begin to pulse up and down with his energy.
Okay. Charisma save. 12. And actually, though, I still
You
get
get
a
2 d4s.
Yeah, buddy. Uh, 16.
All right, Solrak, you feel yourself begin to feel like you're being weighed down, tethered to the ground right there, and you cannot move once again as you were prior. Your speed is reduced to 0, and you can't teleport, and you can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn again. But go ahead, Lornazel.
Okay, I'm going to try to recharge my singularity breath.
Okay, go for it.
Yes, 6. It recharged.
Nice.
And now I can't use it till my next turn, though, right?
You can use it, but you're being grappled by him right now. That means you can't use it, but you can't move currently.
Yeah, because it's gravity releases the energy in a 30-foot cone. Could a cone of 30 feet reach him? Hold on, let me see.
So you have a tentacle wrapped around, your back legs. I'm sure that you could probably get that at least.
Yeah. I don't know necessarily waste it there. Hold on a second. Let me just see. I think it's frozen. There we go. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Because it's charged. Fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till my next turn.
Okay. Do you want to do an attack then?
Yes, I will take a chomp. At the tentacle hole.
Sure. You can also try to just break out of the grapple too if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That works better.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check or dexterity if you want to try to wiggle your way out.
Okay, strength or dexterity. I'm gonna go with strength. 23. Hey.
23. Yeah, he kind of begins to just grab onto the tentacle and pull it out off of his lower legs and frees himself finally from the grasp of Talavar. You still have your movement now, if you want to use that.
Beautiful. Yes, I'm going to move 15, 25. I'm going to move 20 feet up. Which puts me right behind. That doesn't make it 25. I'll be right here. And so then that puts me. Actually, hold on. I'll get a little closer. There, right here. And that's it.
All right. At the end of that turn, before he takes his turn, with you standing there still, Solrak, a tentacle lifts up and just slams down, whipping down right at you. A 16 to hit will miss you, and now he takes his turn. As that misses, slaps down beside you. He has both you and Lornazel right there, and actually, yeah, he begins to float closer a little bit out of the skull. And
Oh, gross.
let's see what this can do.
Oh, shiza.
Okay. I need the three of you, Lornazel. It's strange. On my DM screen, Wilma's in the cone, but on that one, she's not.
Not in mine. Yeah, in mine she's not.
We should go by Solrex. I'm in the cone.
Whoops.
On mine. Or not. Yeah, I'm in the cone on mine.
I think the border is touching it.
Yeah, I'm on the border.
Let me just make sure something real quick. Yeah, so perfect. All right. Yeah, so I need you guys, the three of you, to make an intelligence saving throw. As he hovers towards you, you can see the psionic energy pulsing between the crystals, and they kind of push up towards him, and then he forces it back out towards you guys.
Nat 20.
Very nice. And Lornazel?
21.
Nat 20.
More importantly.
Okay. There's no nat
Wilma,
20
do
sound
you
effect.
have any other rolls to add to that?
I have 21. I did the +3. That's all I got.
Okay. Good enough.
I didn't like that.
Intelligence.
Okay.
Right?
Ooh, a 6.
All right.
21.
If you
Yeah, it's
roll,
intelligence.
yeah, so Lornazel and Wilma, you both take 52 points of psychic damage and are stunned. Solrak, you will take half of that, so that's 13 points of damage.
Is everything still halved right now?
That was
That was
something
cast in round 1, I think.
and
So is it
are
the
you
end of this
still
round?
holding concentration on it?
It's not concentration.
Okay. Then yes, that would still be up.
All right, so then 25 for Laura and I, and then half of that for
Okay.
Solrak.
So yeah,
Still stunned.
26, but yeah,
26. I'll get that extra one in there.
that's right. My count. And but the two of you are stunned now, though, Lornazel and Wilma.
Okay.
Stunned. Incapacitated. Oh, so I can't do shit. Oh, great. Cool.
And you can repeat the save at the end of your turn. As you guys all just stand there frozen in fear, Talavar's tentacles just ride up in the air slowly, very alien-like, as he just pulsates with this extreme energy that you have never witnessed before. Gosa is up now.
Gosa is going to Misty Step. 25 feet? Hold on. She can still... Yeah, 120 feet. Okay, cool, yeah, because he's still got concentration. So he's going to Misty Step right to here. Oh, shit. It disappeared again. Is everything dark? Okay.
I'll share his vision with you. Hopefully that might help.
So let me mark that, and then I'm gonna fireball at the brain. It has 100. I'm sorry, not fireball. I'm going to firebolt the brain. 120 feet of range.
Okay, go for it.
I can do 2 because I'm a 9th level spellcaster, right? So
Depends on what level you cast it at. Or yeah, that's
fireball cantrip.
okay. That's right. Yep.
Yep. So first one, 22 to hit. Nice, that's gonna hit. And then the second one, 7 to hit.
That'll miss.
So that's 1d10 damage. 5 damage.
You guys just watch as this little fire shoots across the air and just splashes into Talavar, and just looks like he just absorbs this like little lighter burn essentially, and almost no effect on him really, but a hit's a hit. Anything else for Gosa?
That is, he's gonna move off to here a little bit. Cool.
All right, Solrak, you are up. Can't do any movement, but you can repeat that saving throw at the end of your turn. You do have his tentacles kind of writhing there in front of you, though.
Yeah, buddy. So I'm gonna first things first, start hacking at the tentacles with my Git sword. I'm gonna roll the 3 attack rolls real quick. Actually, since I got haste, would I have 4 attack rolls or 2 sets of 3?
It's 1 more extra attack, so it'll be 4 attack rolls.
So I would have 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so 25, 31. Those 2 will hit.
The 31's a net, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So all 4 of those hit. 1 of them's a nat 20.
Nice.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. These are the normal damages.
27.
27, and then we can make this one the nat 20 damage.
And it's a D8, right? So we'll 15 on that.
Yep.
Cool.
And then I can do my save, which was, what was it again? Intelligence?
Yeah, but you can do a bonus action too if you want. If you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
do one.
Yeah. Demon sword, I forgot about that. Second.
And actually, it's a charisma save. That's what it was.
Okay.
Nice. Yep, 25 hits.
25. Oh, yeah.
Sorak's hacking away at these tentacles, just kind of floating down in
11
front of his
damage.
face. It's like a pinata, but no fun candy popping out of this.
Aw.
Yeah. No mariachi band playing in the background. But yeah, charisma save.
17 plus my D4s. Hold on.
Go for it.
21.
21. That's going to be just below what you need, unfortunately, as you stay there frozen. Still, as Talavar's immense arcane powers has you locked in place. As you slice at these tentacles repeatedly, one of them kind of recoils and reacts with a whip down at you. 18 will not hit you, and that'll bring us to Fang.
Okay. Do I notice that like the few attacks we've had on the tentacles are like affecting him? Basically, what I'm getting at is like, should I be focusing on targeting on the tentacles or the actual brain itself? Like, am I able to see that based off of them hitting the tentacles?
You pretty much one and the same. Being able to hit him is being able to hit him. But yeah, you know, his bulk, the mass of him, the bulk of the actual body of the brain is definitely more susceptible to putting him down, probably.
Okay. Alright.
I just can't move.
Yeah.
And he is floating in the air.
Yeah. Right now he is about.
How many?
There's pretty much just like the same height as the top of the cranium is, which is like about 20-ish feet or 30-ish feet, I think we said.
30 feet. Okay.
Yeah, we'll say 25. Me in the middle.
Sounds good. Okay. All right. I am. And is Larnazel grappled?
Not anymore, but he is
Or
stunned.
not anymore.
Stunned.
Is there anything I can do to get them out of being stunned, or is that?
You can give him the help action, but if you want to waste your turn doing that,
Nah, I didn't know. Okay. Nah. All right. I'm just gonna go up to. I'm gonna get right up to about here, and start wailing away at the tentacles.
all right, go for it. 26 will hit.
Hell yeah. 7 damage.
You have advantage on all your attacks too. You're still invisible.
No, because he has
He can see him.
Oh,
yeah.
he has true sight. Cool.
True sight, yeah.
23. 23 will hit.
Yeah. Ooh, 11 damage. And then bonus action. 19?
19 will just hit.
Nice.
Mm.
8 damage.
Nice.
And then yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. As you strike into his tentacles a few times, another one recoils and whips out. This time at Lornazel. Let's see. He is stunned, so it will be a crit if it hits. That is a crit now. He takes 31 points of damage.
That's half.
Yeah, half. So let me add 15 back. And that'll bring us to the top of the round. At the top of the round,
I didn't. Are you stunned enemies? Is it automatically a crit if it hits, or is it just advantage on the hit, or both?
You're right. It's just advantage if he's prone. It's a crit, right? Or
That's what
paralyzed.
I-
It's
yeah.
paralyzed,
Paralyzed.
actually. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Let me just make sure that's
Yeah.
not paralyzed. Or is it stunned? Which ability was this that I did?
Yeah,
He is stunned.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, you stunned him
Yeah.
and Wilma.
All right. That sounds right to me. Cool. So I'll give him back 7 points of damage, or health.
Wait.
All right. At the top of the round, then, we will have some more psychic energies being shot out between the crystals. You guys watch as it charges up, and a blast shoots down at Fang as he runs up there quickly. I need a charisma saving throw from you, Fang.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
Womp womp.
You feel your feet turn into lead balloons as you are stuck in place right there. Your movement is
Oh, yeah.
0. You cannot teleport either. Wilma, you are up.
Guess all I can do is the intelligence save, right?
That's correct.
Alright, let's go. 15 plus a d4, 18.
Not gonna do it, unfortunately.
I need like a nat 20, don't I?
Depends on what your
It's
intelligence is.
22.
Intelligence 0. Well, if I need a 22, then yeah, I need that plus the, yeah. Alright.
You got your D4, so there's that. All right. Guarnazel is up now as Wilma stays stunned in place,
Shaking in my boots.
shaking in the boots.
13 won't do it.
Won't do it.
No.
Nope. And at the end of that turn, as he stays stunned there, let's see, a tentacle whips up into the air, slamming down at him. That is a natural 20 on that one. So there we go. That's a crit.
There's a crit.
And is the half damage was done at the previous round, right?
No, so I actually did it in round 2, so it's the end of round 11.
Okay, gotcha. So he will take this damage then. Let's see.
Yeah, this is the last round of it.
So this is 29 halved then to 14 damage. As another massive tentacle whip slams down on him. You guys can hear the reverberating laughter in your minds. Sorak, the frontal lobe pivots towards you as, well, I guess everyone's kind of can't move in place at all right now, but you feel a heaviness kind of come over your mind, and as the crystals charge up with more energy and blast a bolt down at you, you feel yourself completely stunned in place. No saving throw or anything as he casts power word stun on you. You can make a Constitution saving throw at the end of your turn to see if you are unstunned.
Okay.
Yes. And with that, a tentacle whips up as you're freeze in place, and it slams down on you. That's a 29 to hit. He does 11 points of damage, had 5 points. Wow, that was extremely low. Okay. And Ghost's turn.
Big Gosa. There's not really much I can do right now from back here. So everybody's stunned.
Help action.
You,
If it can make
Sorak,
some.
Lornazel are stunned. Fang just cannot move.
Alright, Gosa is going to help action. Can I like scream at Wilma from here to give her that? Or I have to be like 5 feet next to her, don't I?
Yeah.
I can make that, yeah, 25. So he's gonna come up here and give the help action to Wilma to try to get her unbound.
And what's this help look like? You screaming at her?
She runs up and just starts slapping her in the face softly to not hurt her. But, or no, he runs up and pulls out one whisker. Snap out.
That's great.
She's like, oh.
Anything else for Wilma? Or for Gosa, rather?
Yeah, Wilma just becomes unstunned and she's fine now.
Alright, cool. No. Alright, and Gosa's turn then.
That's it.
A tentacle slams down once again on Solrak. This hit, a 28 to hit, doing 16 points of damage, halved 8 to you, and now it is your turn.
Don't I get halved in half, so 4?
It's not psychic damage.
Resistance, yeah.
This is bludgeoning damage.
Oh, okay.
It's psychic
But I
damage.
have resistance to everything right now.
Yeah, so just
Don't I?
the 8 damage then total. Because it was 16.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Alright, your
Okay.
turn now. As you stand there stunned, taking these whips from the tentacles hovering above your head, you can make a con save to try to make yourself not stunned.
Get 2d4s on that.
Plus-
We got a good con.
There you go. 24.
Sorak taking these hits left and right. You look up and you see in the cerebral fluids, in the cranium of the skull up there, you see an image of a village that feels familiar to you, Sorak, as you stand here just stunned in place and taking these hits. But it looks like nothing you could ever imagine. I mean, you see Daggerford, but it's this dark and dismal place of decay and destruction. It's like a shadow version of the place that you used to call home. And inside of there, you see human zombies and just staring blank faces, faceless masses filed like gravestones in there, marching through the streets and covered with black tendril vines. And you see this, and you know that you need to shake yourself out of this power word stun that he's got you in. And my God, you pull yourself out of it and stare at this elder brain. And do you react in some sort of way with that?
Since I would have at a bonus action or an additional action, can I do anything?
It's at the end of your turn that you have to make the save.
Oh, okay.
Um,
No, nothing. I'm ready to swing.
Okay. Fang, you were up, still kind of stuck in place right there, but you still can move around if you want. Or, like, your fist
No,
at
I
least,
can't.
rather.
Yeah. Yeah, don't tease me now.
Nah, you're
Alright.
stuck there, but your fists move.
All right. Yeah. So I'm really irritated now, so I come with my my staff. But I am gonna do thunder and lightning as my action, so I get to use the thunder and lightning element of my attack. So I'm going to, I guess, attack. Yeah, so I guess would it be two separate attacks that I do? Two separate melee attacks, or just one?
It's one melee attack, and then whatever the abilities are for both of them.
Okay.
Carlos, have you been taking the health off your guy? You're only at 120. In the last round, you took 6 points alone, and then another round you took more damage.
Yeah,
too.
but I had temporary health points from my heroism potion.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
20 will hit.
Okay. So we'll do the lightning part of it first. So he will take 10 plus, I think it's 2d6. Womp womp 5. And then for thunder,
Gotta make a con
they have to make a
save.
con save, DC 17.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, what speed to hit? That's funny. Yeah, that was con.
And then that doesn't hinder me from using my bonus action since it was a melee.
Correct.
Okay, cool. So then yeah, I will give him a nice kick.
Yeah, and you can still
23.
make one more melee attack too.
Oh, are you sure? Because it says you use your action to use thunder and lightning. So thunder and lightning at the bottom is you can use an action to use
gotcha.
the lightning strike and thunderclap properties.
Gotcha. So yeah, then that would.
Oh wait, hold on. You can use an action to use the. Oh, It's supposed to be lightning strike and thunderclap.
Yeah, I thought you were doing the top two.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's lightning strike and thunderclap. So go ahead, Lil.
Oh.
Let me add that.
So hold on. So he takes. Yeah. So take that damage off.
Whoopsies.
Oh, that's my bad. So hold on. So he has to make a dex saving throw. All right. We'll say he already
Thunderclap
succeeded
con,
the
he already did, and then
the
dex.
dex save DC 17. So I'll go ahead and roll.
Oops. Go ahead. Oops, that didn't work. He rolls a 16. We're gonna use one of his legendary resistances.
Okay.
So it's just the resistance. So the damage still goes through, but just half.
Yes. So 35. So 17.
17 damage.
And then for the thunderclap, creature takes 2d6 thunder damage and becomes deafened. On a successful save, it's not deafened and it takes half damage. So let me roll 2d6. 8, so it'll take 4 thunderclap damage.
Okay.
And then now bonus action. In my bonus action, I'm gonna punch the tentacle.
Go for it. 28 will hit.
Nice. 13 damage. And then charisma saving throw to try and break myself free. 14? Probably not.
Yeah, you don't have any bonus dice, right? So nope,
No.
that will not do it, as you still feel weighed down. As you punch into the tentacle after shooting this lightning energy, one tentacle comes back and slams down into Lauren Azel at the front there, still stunned. 23 to hit on him, and it's gonna do 12 points, half to 6 to him. And now, at the top of the round, anything else for you, Fang? That was it, right?
That's everything.
At the top of the round, you guys feel that magical protection, the layer of protection that you had on you, kind of fade away, as you're now going to be taking full damage. Talabar, once again, though, will have... Actually, not yet. Go ahead, Wilma. Your turn.
All right. Big turn. Here we go. Nothing.
Nothing indeed. As you stay there stunned. Goran Azel's up now. Also stunned, but before he takes his turn, a tentacle comes slamming down at him. 17 to hit.
Oh, I had a help action on that from what's his name.
That's right. So go ahead and yeah,
just in case.
Love it.
Let's get the bad rolls out.
Yeah, right. A 17 is gonna miss though on the stunned Goran Azel. He can go ahead and try to make his intelligence save once again.
Second. Hold on. This stupid thing is freezing. Intelligence. Let's go. Oh, 8.
8. Yeah, it's not gonna do it, unfortunately. And as he stays there stunned, another tentacle comes whipping down on him. It's a 29 to hit. He's gonna take full 15 on that one.
That's bludgeoning damage, right?
Correct.
Alright.
That is correct. Talavar is up now as he begins to float further out here to everyone. His tentacle is dragging down to the ground. And let's see. So like as the last round when you were in that stunned state, you felt this connection in your mind with him stronger than you felt before. And with this connection, you can just kind of hear like almost him breathing in the back of your mind. And something tells you to like look up at him essentially. And as you do, you stare up at him, you just feel, and as you look at him, the sense of energy just explode from him. None that anyone can see, but you feel it rack your mind as you automatically take 12 points of psychic damage, halved to 6 because of your blade. And a tentacle comes slamming down on you. Actually, we're going to see if I can recharge this. Nope. 24 to hit.
Yep.
That's 13 bludgeoning damage on you as it tries to sweep you off your feet where you stand as you feel this psychic lash hit your mind. Once again, the guttural laugh in your mind shakes you to your core and unnerves you deeply. As Gosa is up now.
Gosa would, so after pulling out her whisker to no avail, he's well, I guess it's time for the wizard. Cracks his knuckles, and he points at the elder brain and kind of like just a little bit behind it, and level 5 fireball just comes right on out the sky. Does what he does best.
Okay.
And it's maneuvered in a way that it doesn't hit any of
Sure.
the allies, just the elder brain and the tentacles.
What's the DC?
14.
He rolls a 16.
Oh, so that is half of 8, 9, 10 d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A lot of ones in there.
17. All right. Yeah, as he throws the fireball, he has to get it in a position, where it will hit. So he strikes down on the skull area, and the tentacles all recoil and pull up as the fireball explodes in that radius, and hurts him just a little bit, but does not get like a full-on burn on him.
And then he is going to retreat some. Yeah. How much health does he have left? Just out of curiosity.
He's full.
Oh, he's full.
Go,
All right, well,
sir.
he's still gonna retreat because he's weak as shit. All right, that's it.
All right, Solrak, you're up. Freedom of movement, and just recently seeing a vision of Daggerford in shambles and disarray and decay inside of the cerebral fluids in the skull.
How high up is the brain from me?
He's floating about 25 feet above your head.
Okay.
You can always take the broom back.
Yeah, I'm
Wilma doesn't
gonna
really
look
need it
at
anymore.
I'm gonna look at Wilma and say, "Send the broom back here." And I'm gonna
Remind you
take a
she's stunned.
swing.
Well, I think he still controls it, right? Because it's still in his inventory, right?
What is my
Or-
broom?
I mean, I think if you have it, it's in your inventory.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Gosa and say, "Make yourself useful. Get that fucking broom." I'm gonna start swinging at the tentacles.
Go for it.
Yeah, we already had that conversation before, right? It's not an action to move the broom.
No.
Okay. Wilma's useful.
Well, a stunned creature can't move at all.
But I wouldn't move. I would just send the broom.
How do you do that without speaking or moving or anything? 30 will hit. 25 will hit. 26 will hit. 27 will hit.
Holy shit.
Oh, the Latin music's coming on now.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
22 plus 14 is 36, plus 12 is 48.
I guess.
And then my demon sword. That was 4 attacks, right? I did. Yeah.
Correct, yep.
Cool. And then I'll do one more demon sword now. Dun-dun-dun.
24 will hit.
Yeah, buddy.
15 damage.
15 damage there.
Nice. Solrak coming in hot, slashing at these tentacles, waving in front of him. Fury and rage, seeing his city go down in the way that it is. You really put hurting on Talabar as a bunch of his tentacles recoil. You slash into one, and one of them flops down onto the ground, wiggling around in front of you. Yeah, you put a nice hurting on him. Anything else that you want to do? And you can sense that in your mind, like that fear, and like kind of he doesn't want to show it, but you can sense it.
I'm just in my head. I'm just confident I'm gonna smash this fucking brain. It's time.
As you're thinking that, a tentacle takes you blindsided, whips you for 10 points of damage. And Fang, you were up.
Alright. Yep. I'm just gonna keep beating on the tentacle. Oh, 16.
16's gonna miss. 30.
You get a D4 on that if you want.
No, I don't.
He doesn't.
Oh, yeah, he does. He was there.
30.
30 will hit. You know it hits.
Wait, hold on.
Better fucking hit.
Shield.
30 miss. Well, wow, we're leaving.
14.
14 damage, yeah.
Yep, and then punching it. Ah, fuck you.
16's gonna miss.
Charisma save. 10.
Not gonna do it. Alright. Anything else for you?
No, that's it.
Okay. Alright. At the start of the round then, Solrak putting a nice hurting on him. You feel that another blast of psychic energy lash down at you, Solrak, as he shoots it from the crystals charge up and shoot into his body, and you watch as he begins to glow, and he shoots down this blast of psychic energy at you. I need an intelligence saving throw, please.
Nate, question: are tentacle attacks considered melee attacks?
They are.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. You take 7 points of psychic damage. Yes, it's psychic damage, and you feel your mind just shrivel up to like an acorn inside your head. You begin to feel very much as you did on the ship when you fought against the Great Leviathan out there, and one of the seven, and you feel just every bit of your intelligence and what makes you, your charisma, just go out the door. As currently your intelligence and charisma scores are 0 or are both 1. You can't cast spells, you can't activate magic items, understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way.
Okay. Damn, what was the save on that? 22 again?
Maybe.
Fuck.
More than what you rolled.
Wilma, you're up.
All right. Big money. 18 plus a d4. 22?
Wilma, finally, after seeing Sorak kind of go into a fetal position on the ground, sucking his thumb, you're like, I gotta do something. You shake yourself out of it, and you are no longer stunned. It is the end of your turn, though.
I remain frozen, and Gosa just like sees my little rabbit tail just slightly wiggle. I'm like, nope, still frozen, guys.
Still frozen. All right, Lauren Izel's up now. He is also still stunned.
Yes, so it was charisma or intelligence?
This one's intelligence.
Okay. Alright, let's see. 20.
They do get the D4 also.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, buddy. Come on. Oh, yeah, 22.
There you go, Lauren Izel. Also seeing you go into the fetal position, just knows that she needs to break free from this and help out any kind of way that they can, and that they do as they break out of that stunned condition finally. All right, Talavar seeing this, a tentacle comes ripping down on Fang, who's been just pounding away over there, not taking any hits. A 26 to hit on you, Fang.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And he does 17 points of bludgeoning damage on you. And then another tentacle just comes slamming down on you too. But this one you kind of hopscotch over, and no hit on that. And that's gonna be it for Talavar. As you guys can all just kind of just feel your like whole body, starting from your mind, just shaking and vibrating with his immense psychic energy pulsating from him. And Gosa is up now.
Gosa is going to hit him up with a fireball. Or I guess two fireball, or not a fireball, firebolt.
I was gonna say he's out of
Beat the crystals.
spell slots.
The crystals?
The crystals. Yeah, that powers him.
Huh? Try that. Yeah, he'll try shooting a firebolt. They have 120 feet, so I think they reach at the crystals,
Sure.
not him.
Go for it. 23 will hit,
Nice.
and 25 will hit.
Nice.
Not quite. And then it's 2d10. That's 14 damage.
Yeah.
And then I don't have any bonus actions. So that's it. Hanging out in the back.
All right, nice. As Gosa shoots up these firebolts, both of them hitting to these crystals. Fang, you notice the hairline fractures begin to form on the crystals where these were hit and on impact, and as that happens, you watch as a little bit of the light energy kind of courses down into the crystal, just kind of like a power surge almost, and then it shoots back up into it and goes back into full swing. But that's just what you notice. At the end of Ghost's turn, a tentacle comes in, slams down on you, Fang. But you hopscotch over it once again, and it's Solrak's turn. Yeah, man.
I still take actions.
It's rough.
I just can't do anything. Like,
yeah,
I can take an attack, right?
Yeah, but you can't
It's the most
activate
basic
magic
human reaction.
items, so you can still swing your sword and everything. But yeah, you just can't activate any magic items, which I'll say just attacking your sword with your sword is fine.
Alright, cool.
Big old dumb
nice.
soul
But
rack.
you are dumb.
So I'll take a swing-a-ling with my swords. Fuck it.
Well, let's see. The thing is also that, yeah, okay. The creature can, however, identify its friends, follow them, and even protect them. So there we go. That's fair then. 28 to hit. Yep, that'll hit. 25 to hit will hit. 19 will just hit. And a 29 will hit.
Nice. Okay.
23, 34 plus 14 is 48.
Plus my demon sword. I got ahead of myself for the damage, but
All good.
23. Sorry.
That'll hit, yeah.
11. And I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna do my action surge,
All right, go for it.
so that I get to do this all over again.
Yeah, you're just hacking into the tentacle. Well, you just get 3 attacks again now. You don't get that extra hasted one, but
Okay.
3 attacks is, I mean, doing 8 attacks in one round is still, like, you know, it's a
That
good
ain't
amount.
bad.
That's it. So
Both those will hit. All 3 of them will hit. Look at that.
Hot
Backwards
dice.
down the number line.
Hey. Yeah.
Luke's the only one that got that one. Alright, 31.
Yeah.
Sheesh. What was that? It's like 90 damage, right? Something like
Yep.
that.
I told you I was gonna kill this fucking brain.
You just hacking into these tentacles, in this like dumb rage, just like blind. You don't like notice anything else in front of you except for this floating pinatas, and you're so mad that there's no candy flying out of them as you're hacking into them, left and right, left and right. After you're doing a few of these hits, one of the tentacles recoils once again, goes to whack you. 22 hits you, doing 10 points of damage. And I'm rolling low on these damages. Yeah, and Fang, you were up.
Looks pretty high to me.
9.
Alright. Gents, I think we gotta start going after the crystals if we can. Not so much the tentacles. I know easier said than done, as I'm stuck here. Still going after the tentacles. So I'm gonna start swinging again. Alright. 28.
Oof, that'll hit.
8 damage. 26. 11 damage. Oh, whoopsies. Ooh, got a little carried away. Hold on.
What's your third
Bonus
attack?
action.
Bonus
There
action?
we go. 18.
Alright, so hold on, we got 11 damage on the one, and then was it 18 to hit, or?
18 to hit. So
Yeah.
8 damage on one, 11 damage on other. And then that was my bonus action.
18 is his AC. That will hit.
Oh yeah, 11 damage on that.
Okay.
And then charisma save.
Fang's just speed bagging.
Yeah.
The tentacles.
Sorek, weren't you able to get out of this, buddy?
Yeah. I ain't a bitch like you. No, wait, I can't answer you.
Yeah, Solrak doesn't know like anything right now.
Not very helpful.
I just look at you.
He doesn't.
Just look
He
at
doesn't
you and I
understand
give you a
language right now.
30-20. 30-20.
it
Give
is.
it to me.
Is that a dirty 20 or not 20?
30.
Didn't you roll a D4 on it?
I know, because I
He doesn't
wasn't
have
within
that.
the
Oh, you weren't
space.
part of it. Nah, you beat.
All
I gotta put it was.
right. This is what's gonna happen. You can break out of it if you want, but you're gonna take a level of exhaustion. It's below the DC, but if you want to do it,
Hold on.
Exhaustion is what? Disability on
on any ability check,
ability checks?
not saving throw.
Ooh,
Disadvantage
actually, I
on
don't know.
any ability checks.
I don't know.
Yeah, but all this shit
right
right now is saving throws.
Correct.
Yeah, ability checks. I'll do it.
Oh yeah, you're right. We've been doing just saving throws.
Yep. So Fang just really you center your mind, right? How do you do this to break out of this, but you exhaust yourself a bit?
Yeah, so basically, Solrek's no use. He's like a baby brain right now. So I really just plant my feet into this ground, focus, and you can see sweat pouring down my entire body, my whole body absolutely trembling, and this like kind of aura kind of comes over me, with the energy that is being put forth into being able to finally move my limbs again. And once I am able to kind of move an inch, my heart is racing 1,000,000 miles an hour, breathing heavily, but I'm able to move, but I'm just exhausted.
Fang, yep, you finally break yourself out of that, and oh man, we have at the top of the round, let's see. At the top of the round, we're just gonna do one of these. As you guys are all pushing in closer and closer, you can sense psychically a little bit of tension and fear going on inside Talver's mind as the energy begins to feel palpable in this room, and with that, the crystals shoot out this psychic energy towards his body once again. Now, just like a cylinder of energy just explodes down on the four of you guys. Unfortunately, cannot get. Actually, we can get everyone. We're gonna do everyone. I need everyone to make an intelligence saving throw as this beam of energy explodes on you. Solrak, you automatically fail.
Oh, I fail as well.
Goza's not in that.
That's so strange. On my on my DM screen, he is, and
He's
should be.
right on the
Yeah,
outer
right.
ring.
The Warren's
He's
not
right on the
barely
outer
in
ring.
it.
Yeah, it's
Not on mine. He's out.
strange.
19 goes.
And it's funny because even on the Twitch screen, he's out.
On what?
On the Twitch screen, he's out too. That's weird. But
Oh,
yeah,
he's-
on mine, he's
He looks pretty
in.
clearly out of mine.
No, he's
Uh,
right on the circle. It's like just touching him.
Nah,
It's weird.
you ain't got it.
It's just a sync thing.
Yeah, I
Alright,
see that.
so looks like this. 34 points of psychic damage to everyone. Halved to Solrak because of his psychic.
Wait. It
resistance.
was an intelligence, right? Yeah.
Yes. Ooh.
23.
Ooh, yep, they save actually. So half of half because it's a psychic and he's resistant to psychic. So what I say, 34, so 17. Half of that is 8. So I'll take 8 off of him.
So
If-
34 for Wilma,
Yes.
and then half if you can put it on Ghost. Okay, perfect.
Got him.
If you're resistant and you save, don't you take no damage, or do you do take
Half and
quarter?
No, you
half.
take half of the half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So hey,
So this psychic blast rains down on you guys like a pillar of psychic energy, and you guys just feel it kind of like cripple your minds for a second as that static hiss that you are very familiar with at this point in time just blares in your minds and hurts you pretty badly. You have to grab onto your ears, make sure you feel like they're probably going to bleed or something. But Wilma, you were up after that.
So now that I can do something, I just kind of stand up after getting my ass handed to me yet again. Just immediately cast off this big level 5 mass healing word for everybody. So that's going to be this. Come on, go away. So 13 plus 5 from the demon soul, plus a d8,
Demon
and then
soul.
plus demon. It's demon or dawn soul. I just like demon soul. I'm sorry. So that's what 13 plus 8 is 21, plus 5 is 26, plus 4 is 30. So everybody gets 30 health points.
oh yeah.
Let me.
You give it to Lorna, though, Nate?
Yeah,
It's everybody, yeah. So I get 30, 30, and then I will 20. Let me see here. 15 and 15. Do the tentacles do opportunity attacks?
Possibly.
And like
You'd imagine they probably do.
if I go from here and then to here, will I
As long as you're not
lose
leaving
a
their
range
space.
when I leave Soul Rack? I don't know where their range is in this spot. I can't tell from the picture. Am I going to go into their range there?
Yeah, you're definitely going into their range.
Okay, all right, yeah. So then if I leave it, I would get opportunity attacked. It's gonna be it then. I'm gonna action. I will cast, or I will send out the deck save at the brain. Sacred Flame on the brain.
Okay, let's see.
19 dex.
Yep, no, that's a fail.
19 damage.
19 damage.
That's it.
Alright. That is it for you. As that radiant damage explodes down on him. He kind of recoils back a little bit, and another tentacle lashes out, slamming down on Laura Nazel, doing 16 damage to him. I'll mark that. And it's his turn.
Okie dokies. First things first, Lorna Zell's gonna cast haste on himself.
Ooh.
So now he gets to move more and has an extra action. And that cone there you see, actually it should be 5 feet smaller. How do I delete it?
I gotcha.
Try to make a 30-foot cone.
Here. It's the AoE that you want to click up at the top, but I got you. 30-foot cone.
Oh shit! I didn't see that.
Okay. Can I move that? Damn it! I don't want to draw. I just want to rule. Select. Okay.
Just want to rule.
How do I turn this bit? Oh, there we go. 1 second. 1 second.
Oops. So,
We just
haste
hits the
is his
brain.
action, though, So I don't know.
Well, he would get an additional action.
Um,
This is haste. You get an additional action.
I guess you get it right away. Yeah, sure.
Trying to see if I can fit bulk the current. Hold on.
Wait, you're just trying to hit him
Like I
because it
can't-
hits him regardless.
No, I'm trying to hit him, and there we go. And the crystals.
Okay, so he needs to move then. Lauren Azell needs to move if he wants to hit both. He needs to fly to, like, maybe here.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Whoopsies. Because he'll get one crystal and Talavar that way.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. And that is a DC 17 strength saving, and if you succeed, you take half damage on my 8d8s.
I rolled a 21 on Talavar, and the crystal will automatically fail. 36 damage.
Okay.
And this is force damage or
That
psychic
looks like a
damage?
hit.
Yeah,
Shows
I don't
a
know
hit
why it
from
says
me.
that. It's messing up on the monster stat blocks for some reason on my saving throws.
Okay. All right.
So,
So you would get half of that.
okay,
And
but
it
it's
just says.
and it's force damage, right?
Yes, trying to gravitational force. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. I'm not gonna have that big giant red X on there, but you get the idea. As Lauren Azell comes over, flying over, screeches out this singularity breath out as it opens up its mouth. This force energy pulses out, and you guys watch as like the inside of the crystal begins to shake, and then bits of cracks form on the outside of it, and as the whole thing just explodes, sunders into 1,000 pieces, and falls down to the ground as that crystal is no longer active. And you watch, and you guys can all hear kind of like this, like almost like a gasp in your minds as Talabar recoils with that, and he winces and pulls his tentacles back up a little bit. Anything else that you want to do?
That's it.
Okay. At the end of that turn, before he takes his turn, sensing that happened, as he turns and sees the one crystal destroyed, he lashes out furiously at Lauren Azell with a tentacle attack, hitting him for 11 points of damage. And now it's going to be his turn. Whoopsies, I did not do that right.
Oh, a note. I get a. Not that it affects anything, but Lauren Azell gets a +2 bonus to AC as well.
Yeah, for sure. And with that, now, boom. Cool. Once again, he's kind of like freaking out a little bit, and the one crystal behind him sparks a little bit of energy, but not enough for him to try to get this one attack out that he tries to. In a last-ditch effort kind of thing, he shoots out another one of these radiant beams down on you guys. I need, once again, another intelligence saving throw for that one.
It's like Lauren Azell is right upside of that thing.
Oh, let me double check that. I missed.
The
I wasn't checking.
The circle disappear though, so I don't know.
He would not focus on Gosa. He would focus on Lauren Azell because he's the one that's doing stuff.
Okay.
It's a fail on Wilma.
Yeah.
And that's
Fail for Fang.
intelligence.
Yeah, Solrak automatically
Second.
fails essentially because he's cannot with a -6 or whatever.
Hold
Get
on.
it?
My
-4.
sheet is freezing. Give me a second. There we go. Intelligence. 13.
Nah, will not do
Would
it.
a D4 help him?
It would not, as you
Okay.
all take 28 psychic damage. Solrak
Half.
14 to you.
And half
And-
for Lauren Azell.
Yeah, he takes 14 as well. And he begins to like kind of float back just a little bit into his cerebral fluids. Tentacles still dangling, and he hasn't actually left anyone's space yet because of that. But Ghosta's turn.
Gosa is gonna hit him with a couple fire bolts.
Crystal.
He'll hit the crystal with the fire bolts.
All right,
1,
that'll hit.
2,
That'll just hit.
7 points damage.
Just 7. That's both of them.
Yeah, I rolled 2 d10s.
All right.
It's,
Cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
4 and 3.
All right. As once again, 2 of these fire bolts crash into the crystal, and a little Fang, you can see a little bit more of like hairline fracture cracks form in there. Ghost, anything else?
That's gonna be it. I guess he'll move up a little bit now.
Okay. Lauren Azelle takes another tentacle slam. Ooh, nat 1.
Nope.
Misses. Soul Rat, you're up. Dumb as a bag of rocks.
Yeah. You said I can do a save at the end of the turn, right?
Not on that, unfortunately.
Okay. So how long does it last?
That's a good question,
I
isn't
forget
it?
how. Is it concentration? I forgot what the fuck happened with this. Okay.
Uh, 22 will hit.
22, 30, 24, 26.
Those will all hit.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Work.
I can't see the third one for some reason.
9, 11, 14, 9, never forget. 20, 34, 43.
You just sneak that in there?
Suck it. Love it.
43
Plus
points of
my
damage,
demon
and
sword.
woof, he is looking hurt. Definitely his tentacles are pulling up. And it's like, you'd imagine if you hold
Demon
like a lighter, just
sword,
some
11
hair,
damage more.
like it singes up almost. Oh yeah, and with that, he's looking hurt. You guys can all sense in your minds this anguish that he's feeling, and turmoil that he's feeling inside us. He definitely thought that this fight would turn out differently for him, but there's still time. As with a one last ditch effort, he takes a tentacle slam down at the one who's hurting him big. It's gonna miss him, and that's gonna bring us to Fang. Free to move in this country.
Yeah. Exhausted. Thank you, Southwest. How far up is the crystal? Like, I'm assuming it's like, am I able to reach it? While being on the ground?
With your running speed, yeah.
No, I understand with my running speed, but I'm saying, like, is it like, because it's sticking out of the skull, but is it at a height in which I can reach?
Yeah, so that's what I mean, is like with like your speed, because it's
Just
only
run
about
up
probably
there.
like 20 feet up there, that means like all it is it's like the
Yep. Yeah.
30
so I'm
feet
gonna
there,
run up
20 feet up or whatever.
Yeah. I'm gonna run up the skull to get to the crystal, and I'm gonna just stand on the crystal and just start like golf swinging, or like those like lumberjack axe videos of them standing on the log and hucking down at the crystal.
Hell yeah.
$17.
17 will just hit.
Oh yeah. 8 damage. 13.
13 is gonna miss,
not.
unfortunately.
Alright, but I'm gonna use never used it before. 2 key points to use focus aim to increase my hit by 4 hit points.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
sweet.
So you're using that on the last hit you just did?
Yeah.
On that one, yeah.
Oh,
'Cause it's for
That's
hit points,
dope.
right? Yeah, it's for
no,
hit points.
not. That's hit
Oh,
points.
I'm
not,
sorry. It's attack. You're right.
Not attack roll.
Wait, no. I mean, that's what I mean. Like that's my attack roll, right?
Send the thing to the game log, and I'll help you
Yeah.
that way.
When you miss an attack roll, you can spend 1 to 3 key points to increase your attack roll by.
There you go.
2
Yeah,
for each.
there you go. Yeah, so that works.
So I was right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I was just wording it.
Just
poorly.
not hit points.
Yeah, right. All right.
So that
But
just
that
hits.
hits now. Good.
Mhm.
Yes. Nice. 17. Lucky number. All right, come on. My shit's taking a poop. There we go.
Ooh.
Wait,
Nice.
hold on.
Is that to
Oh.
hit or damage?
No, that was damage.
Nice.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you really
Alright,
focus in,
burn.
like, you know, someone breaking you know, a stack of bricks or cinder blocks or whatever, and just standing on top of this. You focus your aim as you watch as the crystal cracks downwards, and you're just about to split this thing all the way through.
Yeah, and then I come down with like a swinging heel. 23.
That'll hit.
11 damage.
8 is all you needed as
Yeah.
you swing your heel down, and you watch bunches of crystals sunder out, explode all around you. You can see them glow in the light as a 1,000 pieces fall to the ground. I'll hide that. And the glowing, immense energy that surrounds around Talabar, you guys, the palpable energy lessens and lessens, extremely low. Almost like that psychic weight that you could feel in your minds is almost not there anymore, except for Solrak, who just feels like, oh man, I don't like a doorknob,
Normal.
really. And anything else for you, Fang?
That is gonna be it for me.
Okay, as you are standing up, running up on this skull pretty close to Talavar, he senses this, and you can all sense his panic and anguish. Tentacle goes and tries to slam out at you, Fang, trying to hit you off, but he's panicking and cannot hit you. Wilma, you are up.
All right, so he's panicking. Fang's up there. Lorenzel's doing his thing, and Solrak is standing around looking like a fucking idiot. So
Yeah,
I
killing
am.
the fucking brain.
Par for the course.
You know. Got like 93 damage in one round on the brain, just heads out. But you know, doing nothing useful for the party.
Just remember, you'd be dead without me. So with that, yeah, he's fine being stupid, I guess. I will cast from my star sheet a what is it called?
Guiding bolt?
Guiding bolt at the brain. 120 feet. 26 to hit.
Guiding bolt hits him.
17 damage.
As you hit him right in the center, he begins to illuminate and glow. I'm gonna turn this flicker off of him and make him glow for you. As yeah, he becomes a nice big target for you guys.
And then I am going to run up to Solrak. And I'm gonna lay my hand on him. So that came from my star sheet. So can I do it? Can I cast a spell or no?
I don't think so. Because
Okay.
that is casting a spell still.
Okay. All right, then I'm gonna stay back. Or actually, can I not do that then?
Not cast guiding bolt.
Actually, no. No, I want guiding bolt. Yeah, that's it then. No bonus action.
Okay. Alrighty,
And I'll
tidy.
step back. Cool.
So
That's it.
it's now Lawarnazel time.
Yep, but a tentacle comes slamming down at him. In his panic, 26. He's gonna take 15
hits.
damage.
Okay. And now he is going to fly on up to the actual gushy part of the brain, seeing him panic. And he's going to do a bite and 2 claw actions. And then I think I can do another bite
Yep.
with my haste. Okay. So, melee weapon attack, one target. Okay. That's the bite.
That'll hit.
Oh yeah, that's okay. This plus this, 20 damage, and it's piercing plus 2 is force, in case
Okay,
it's
cool.
resistance.
Good to know.
And I'll do my claws. 21, 21, 23.
those hit.
Very nice. And that's 12 plus 6, 18 damage, and then another bite.
Oof.
27.
That'll hit too.
buddy.
These
And that's
chunks of flesh just
15.
being ripped off of them, tentacles being thrown
23
around.
more damage.
Oh yeah, he is a a shadow of a brain that he once was when you guys first came on in here. Ripped apart, shreds being tossed around. He's missing part of like his frontal cortex and just like kind of just floating around now, not really quite aware of what is going on. Anything else for you?
That's it.
Crystal is blown out, can't charge up, can't seem to think straight at all. Tentacles just going wigging out, flying all over the place. This one goes for Lauren Azell once again. Hits him for just 9 damage. He's getting weaker and weaker in this state of frenzy as he begins to kind of float back into his pool a little bit further. And that's going to be Ghosta's turn.
Ghosta is going to firebolt the brain twice.
Would that give Lornazel an opportunity attack since he
Nah.
was just chomping on the
No,
brain?
because his tentacles are still within the reach. He's got like a crazy 30-foot space. So what are these on him? 19 will hit.
Max damage.
Nice. Yep, another fire mode just hits into one of the spots that have been ripped off. You can see like electric pulses going through his mind and twitching with that. He's kind of just spiraling out now. Anything else?
That's gonna be it for Ghosta.
Solrak.
And here we go. Just gonna slash and bash. This one does. 2, 3. A foe. 25 to 20. Yep, they all do.
They all hit.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Jesus.
28.
49.
Yep. Shadow 49ers, you lost like the sprain.
All right.
And
23 will hit.
oh, whoops! I didn't mean to do that, but
Solrak in his
damage.
dumb frenzy rage is slashing feverishly at these tentacles left and right, hitting whatever he can. You guys all see what is happening here, and that is that this Talavar does not have a chance in hell anymore, as Solrak is just cutting one tentacle off, another tentacle off, another one off. Fang, you see an opportunity now to jump in as he is going down. Wilma, you see an opportunity to do what you want to do as well. Everyone jump in and do one last quick thing as Talabar is spiraling out, tentacles being ripped off in Solrak's frenzy as Solrak just hacks him down. Please, Fang, what do you do to join in on this last hurrah?
What do you
Yes.
know that brain?
Yeah, so I see him just, being torn up, and I know he's weak as fuck. So I kind of, I know he's got like pretty much like one more hit, so I want it to be a good one. So I kind of just breathe in, get in as much like power as possible, and relax, and then I just come in with just like a nice punch down into the brain. And let's see. Where are you on? 21.
21 will hit.
Oh,
Yeah,
whoopsie.
don't even worry about
Oh,
like,
okay.
rolling and
Okay.
everything right now. Just like narratively say like what you're doing essentially.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so I was like, kind of like gotten like the tree, kind of like my Tai Chi, like harnessing all my energy, and then
Fuck yes, Wilma. You see this happening? Do you join in and do anything as well?
Yeah, so I see he's weakened now, and I know who he is. So I run up on the broom and I just fly right past Solrak, and I just hear some, because that's all he can do right now. As I whiz by, and now I'm like right above the brain, and I pull out Wilmore's rod of alertness, and I just fall off the broom and just come down with this like gem encrusted scepter and just nail it right in the middle of the brain, and it's just, and as I sink into the pus that it becomes.
Ooh.
Sink into the-
Solrak, finish it off. How do you want to
Well, as Wilma hits the brain, Lorna's will take one last chomp at it, for all the damage that he's physically taken from this piece of shit, and literally swing his head with the brain still in his mouth. The brain will land on the floor right in front of Sorak, who's just like in this crazy rage, this stupid rage where he literally just doesn't want to do anything other than slash this fucking thing until it's nothing but pieces. Just starts from chopping on the tentacles. Once the brain lands on the ground, he literally just starts stabbing down on it over and over and over and over. And literally, they have to pull him apart from him at some point because he just will not stop chopping on this giant piece of flesh. And there's blood everywhere. And they're literally like drag him away, and he breaks off like, he keeps stabbing until like the fourth or fifth time when they finally call him down enough. And there's just nothing left but guts, goo, and blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Shot guts.
Yeah, with the tentacles still writhing, with nerves kind of going off even after still being chopped off of there. Solrak in his one intelligent state, he doesn't know the difference between an alive tentacle and one just still reacting with a little bit of nerves still happening. So he's hacking away at these tentacles. Everyone has to pull him away as he's making sushi out of it all. And lo and behold, Talabar just what's left of him just no longer floating. It just drops down into pieces as splashes of the cerebral fluid out of the skull just overflow out of the skull, wash into the pools to the side. You see a bunch of the tadpoles get tidal waved outside of it, and the energy in this room that you could once sense strong and emanating is no longer, as Talavar the Elder Brain is dead.
Yay!
It's such a funny fucking horn for such a moment.
Right? Ta-da!
You did it.
Right?
Oh, very nice.
And Solrak, now that you're while you're over there, I think now's an ample time to free our buddy Zeke from that tube there, if you don't mind.
So, once again, you do not understand any language at all, or can communicate in any intelligible way. But yes.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Mushy brain.
I would notice he's still mushy brain, and I would just kind of walk up to him as he kind of like cowers a little bit, and I gently go to put my hand out to him, and as he recoils in fright.
I recognize you. I know your friend.
I know, but you're just a little baby.
I'm not gonna fuck with
And I touch him, and that's gonna be off of my prayer beads, greater restoration, and I restore his intelligence back to normal.
You do, as you pull off one of the prayer beads, make a prayer to your goddess, one that you have not spoken with in quite some time. You smash it on Solrak's chest, and your brain, no longer a shriveled acorn, a full-fledged Solrak brain, much bigger and more powerful than the rest of the parties, regenerates. And you are back to yourself once again, Solrak.
And then I look around for a second, and I see all the guts and shit. Did I do that?
I go, no.
Got any
That was
cheese?
Fang.
Did I do that? camera zooms in on my face. Like,
Hilarious.
Alright, so can you get Zeke now? I'm still on the skull.
Oh, yeah. 1 second, and I hold out my hand. Wilma, send me the broom.
And I just take the broom and I just fly over to Zeke. Your friend still looks like he's in a little bit of trouble, and I start tapping on the glass.
Yeah, as you look over at Zeke, inside this crystalline cylinder, he's still shriveled up in a fetal position, laying down, naked and afraid on the ground in here. Nothing but a similar loincloth like the giant was wearing.
Go up to him. Say, well, you might want to back up, lady. To Wilma. I get ready to smash this thing.
Yeah, it takes you a little bit of time. No need to spend time rolling right now. This is a strong crystalline pod, but after a couple of minutes and hacking and slashing into it, you're able to finally break it. And inside, you see him still just shivering, laying there, seemingly unaware of his surroundings at all, or even if you guys aren't sure if he's even like fully conscious.
I'm gonna take out some of my my winter gear, and I'm much bigger than him, so I'm literally just gonna grab like a shirt and put it on him, which I'm sure will be very big and baggy. And then I'm gonna scoop him up like a little baby. Hey, Zeke, talk to me.
Yeah, as you go and kind of wrap him up, coddle him for a moment, and
Say E.T. Like,
yeah, still his eyes don't move at all or anything. Doesn't seem to respond to your voice in any capacity.
I'm gonna grab a potion of healing, and I'm gonna put it down his throat, just a regular one.
Is that what you call it these days?
Just to close his eyes and suck it out of a hose.
Bullshit! Bet you can suck a golf ball through a garden hose. Go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 2.
2d4. Oh yeah, that's 10 back.
Damn, Sam.
Never happens.
Only for Zeke.
Yeah.
As you go, rush over, get down on your knees and put the vial to his lips. Tilt his head back to watch as, make sure the fluid actually goes down. He doesn't just spit it all up. Couple seconds go by, he doesn't respond at all. A couple more seconds and still no response.
At this point, I'd kind of walk over, put my hand on him.
As you go to put your hand on him, he vomits all over you, Wilma, as he wakes up out of the stupor and says, Solrak! Solrak, you saved me!
Oh, that's right, little buddy. And I just pat his back, let it all out, and aim him towards Wilma.
Just more vomit spews
it all out,
out
buddy.
and cakes all over Wilma's fur on her cloak, and
Sorak notices that Wilma's like enjoying this a little bit, and and she's kind of like wagging her tail a little bit, and like she hasn't had a good night out in a while.
as he looks at the clothes around him, just like it's like a like a little kid in his dad's clothes or something like that. He begins to push himself up against the back end of the tube, and he's still shivering. He tightens himself up a little bit and says, "I swear, I thought I was gonna be a goner, Solrak, but I should have had my money on the wrecking crew this whole time, shouldn't I?"
That's right, you should. You should know better than that. We're partners. We'll always be there for you. But, what the hell happened? How were you captured?
I went down to do a delivery run, pick up an order down at the docks, and guys were being real sketchy, and I should have thought twice about it, but got on their boat because they said they needed some help with the delivery, getting everything up, and next thing you know, I got a hood over my head, complete darkness, and, well, one thing led to another, and he looks around him and it's like, I'm just glad you guys got here before it could get to the other.
Well, not to say anything, but it almost got to the other. Very, very close to being a goner, but luckily, the wrecking crew found the way. But,
Where's Fang?
we need to find a way out of here.
Present over here on the skull. How you doing, Zeke?
He looks up.
And I point over.
Fang, get over here! Get over here! As he vomits a little bit more on Wilma.
I was just taking in this whole thing as
Take
I
a step closer.
as I grab some brain and put it in my bag of holding.
Lorenzo watches you do that, kind of is curious about that. Doesn't say anything, but flies down after you. Checks up on
Lorenzo,
Gozo.
I like to take a little trophy with me, so to say. No, it's not. Really, this is not like myself that I do this, and believe me, Master Kuki isn't really thrilled with how I've changed. I've kind of strayed away from, I guess, what they believe in, but nonetheless, the Wrecking Crew has been my family, and I live and die for them. And again, the
We didn't
trophies.
teach him to do creepy shit like that, though.
Started,
Just,
well,
you know.
you're right, but it all started with killing the fire giants. And that's how I kind of joined the Wrecking Crew here. We're all on similar missions, and that was my mission, to take out the fire giants. And I took a trophy from them, and it's been kind of my little thing ever since. Anything that we take down of significance, take a little trophy. But anyway, Zeke, it's a pleasure.
Hey,
So who's running the shop right now?
it's a damn good question. I hope John's taking care of it. I mean, he's not the fastest or the sharpest tool in the shed. So I hope he's managing everything all right. And then we pan in the camera over to inside of the Wrecking Crew Tavern. John's running around like a madman trying to figure everything out. He's got like 10 plates on his hands and there's like food smeared all over his shirt and people yelling at him from across the room. He's, I'm coming, damn it! Zeke, where are you? He just runs back and cut back to the scene. So I hope John's all right. But hey, maybe we get the hell out of here. Maybe we get back to the bar and grab a drink.
Does anyone know how to get out of here?
He looks at Solrak and kind of gives him an elbow. You guys are the Wrecking Crew. You can figure it out, right?
Well, we do have our conches, but we wouldn't be able to bring Gozo and Lorenzo with us.
There's got to be a way out of here. As we kind of like walk through the room.
I mean,
is there like an exit?
The one doorway that you see.
Exit sign. Oh wow, that's convenient.
Would we get out of here?
Movie theater.
There's an usher with some lights, like.
Oh, there he is.
Let's go this way.
I mean,
No,
Wilma,
so you look back to like where you came from, or you look all around this chamber, and it's just like this strange alien-like room. The ceiling goes up about 60 feet tall in here. You see these obelisks stacked in here, and of course the glowing cerebral fluid just like streaming all throughout here. And as Solrak saw, the fluid inside of the top of the skull too, where he saw the image of Daggerford in there. Wilma, you're looking around, and you only see the place that you guys all came in from, which doesn't look like the opposite side of the entrance that you guys came in through the lightless star. It just looks like kind of some sort of like alien magic circle almost inscribed on the wall.
I'm not really trying to dip my toes in anything foreign. But Wilma, Wilma, I did give you a plane shift scroll, if I do recall. Worst case scenario, if we don't find the fire exit, we could just try and use that.
That is a good idea.
Second. Let's see.
While we're in here, I'd also probably like check the bodies, see if there's anything. I mean, he was running the place.
I still technically have it in my inventory. If you want me to send it to you.
I'm reading it
but I
right
can-
now.
Okay.
Up to 8 willing creatures.
So why don't we everyone roll me a
Oh, it is a
D100?
cleric spell. It is a cleric spell. Cool.
D100.
100. Oops.
86.
39. Plus 53.
Okay. 53. So Wilma, you begin to go over to the all the mind flayers, and especially the taller one that seemed to be casting some pretty powerful magic. As you look over their body, you notice a crystal sphere of sorts and a silver mirror. But you also notice this beautiful wand. It looks like. Let me see if I have a picture of it. Yeah, I don't really have a picture, but way that it looks has kind of like the staff of it are some like interweaving elements, almost like they're like making a weave for the handle itself. Definitely, as you hold it, it seems like it radiates with some powerful arcane energy. Fang.
Wand. Okay.
Yeah, you go ahead. You have a question?
It was wand, silver mirror, and anything else?
A crystal
Was there a
orb.
third thing? Crystal orb.
Yeah. Fang, you find on the same mind flayer, attached to his side of his belt, there's a clasp, a leather clasp that has a manual, some sort of like tome inside of there. Again, you seem to love reading, so that catches your eye. On the cover of it, it says Manual of Gainful Exercise.
What did that say again?
Manual of Gainful Exercise. And Solrak. Give me 1 second. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. Actually, that wouldn't make
Get
sense.
this hat.
Would you roll 50 or no 39? Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. 39.
Get a pair of shoes.
Yeah, no, on one of the mind flayers that seem to have taken control over these pods that Ezekiel and this giant were in. On him, he has the set of shackles that look like they could fit like any a smaller human, or even up to someone like the size of that, a little bit of a smaller giant.
Sure, Wilma wouldn't like those better.
Let me send you a picture. Actually, I have a picture of these. Wilma probably would like them, but you're the one that found these.
Ooh.
Yeah, they seem to have some sort of like magical arcane sigils or runes inscribed on the side of them too. You can make an Arcana check if you want to try to.
Yeah, buddy.
Seven. Nice. Now, yeah, you're not quite sure. It seemed like it could be used for something fun. Kind of fun that you're thinking of isn't maybe necessarily the fun that they were designed for, but nonetheless, you do have these shackles.
Cool. What are they called? Inventory purpose.
You'll figure out eventually if you would like to. But right now you just have some shackles. But you guys also find 5 greater healing potions.
Nice.
Alright.
That's total. I'll take one.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'll do 2. It's fine. You get 2.
Boom.
And then can I do a Arcana check for the wand?
Absolutely,
I-
please.
Sort something out. Probably not.
Not with an 8.
All
But,
right.
yeah, you definitely think that this is something of importance to you. But you're not
Okay.
quite sure of the powers quite yet.
I look
One
at
other-
Wilma and I say, hey, I'll show you mine if you show me yours. And I dangle the shackles. See if I can do a check on hers. She can check on mine.
I'll allow it, sure.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
I take his shackles and I go to put them on. I go, look like they fit.
Now what?
Amazing.
Run up
Yeah,
to
it makes
50,
sense.
doesn't it?
Sorag doesn't really, mess around with magical things too much, or know about these sigils or runes that are inscribed on some of these things. But Wilma, as you're looking at these shackles, they do catch your eye, as Sorag mentioned, like they probably would. But you notice the arcane rune on them. Similar, like it's like similar to the plane shift kind of symbol that you've seen before, but it's like almost like an anti-plane shift symbol. These are dimensional shackles, and they, if you shackle someone that's incapacitated, you put them on while someone's incapacitated, and it can stop them from doing any sort of extra dimensional movement, teleportation, going to another plane of existence, any
Say,
sort of
guys.
interdimensional portal or anything like that.
Narvi. When we were about to kill him, he disappeared. We could put these on him. Finally kill him.
Consensually.
I think that would be good. Although last time, if I recall, he is a lich, so we'll also need to find his phylactery and all that other good stuff. But I do like that.
Neat.
Yeah, I still have a couple phylacteries, I believe, from there.
The pool that the brain was in, is that deep or is it just like a shallow pool?
It goes down to the bottom of like the skull, and then there's a almost like waterfalls out into the streams all around you guys.
Okay, so it kind of feeds it.
Yeah. It's like one of those fountains, like, where does all the water come from? It's just like filling it up.
All right, guys. I mean, unless we think there's a way out of here, we can certainly pull a plane shift. But where would we want to go? We can technically go, I think, anywhere.
Do you want to land on the airship? I wouldn't mind, seeing Cuomo, maybe getting a decent night rest.
Exactly. Agreed. And we can get dropped off at our next location and have them take little Zeke back to the tavern.
Well, we can try that, but the problem, because I'm a cleric, is sometimes this spell isn't super pinpointish. So there is a possibility we could end up under the ship or slightly above the ship.
Well, then how about this? Maybe just go to Waterdeep then.
Or wait, can't you use the sending stones to talk to communicate with the guys on the ship? Just tell
I
them to
could.
land somewhere, and then we can land near there. So that way we don't have to depend on landing specifically on the ship.
Well, that's fair. I will say, they were on their way to Waterdeep, if I'm not mistaken, correct? So, worst case scenario, we just land there. Or why don't we just go there?
I guess if they were going to meet us in Waterdeep, maybe we just head back to Waterdeep.
Because I'm sure Zeke probably wants to go back to Waterdeep as well.
I mean, I just love to get a drink.
Yeah.
Forget about all
I
this
can
shit.
relate, man.
Right. But we've been here for a while, so
Well,
we
not
should
only that, we also
communicate
told
with them.
Goza and Lauren Azell we would show them.
Lauren
Yes,
Azella
but we've
chimed
been
in
here
says,
for much longer than we said we were going to be, and we should definitely speak with them before we make any plan. We don't know what the hell's going on out there. We have sending stones. What is the waste? There's no point in not using them. Little Zeke got freaking kidnapped. How do we know that they're even okay?
It's
I don't
not
know,
so
why don't
much
you go ahead
that-
and give him a ring, Fang?
All right. So it's not so much that. It's just they're probably still in the air. But all right. So I pull out my setting stone, and I'm like, "Hey, where are you guys? We just killed the Elder Brain. Yeah, Talavar. Could you give us an idea of where you're at?"
Fang, as you speak into the stone, I need you to roll a D100 for me.
So many different things they could say.
Yeah, I have a list of 100 different
There's
replies.
100 different things.
76.
And he's on the shitter. So you just hear grunting.
Uh,
We busy.
You hear like a white noise, kind of crackling kind of sound. Eventually you hear a voice break through that says, Fang? Fang, is that you? We've been trying to get a hold
Yeah.
of you. No, it's 25 words you can say one way. You can only do it one time, so you're not gonna be able to get a response back to him. But he says to you, "We've been trying to get a hold of you for quite some time now. Where the hell are you guys? It's been over a week. Things are going down."
Lauren has one sending capability, so we can send a message back.
Lorenzo doesn't know him though, unfortunately. But yeah, he mentions to you in that message. Well, he would also say, "We're at Waterdeep waiting," but yeah, he mentioned it's been over a week. To you guys, you've only taken 3 long rests total since you've been down here. It's been 3 days total, 4 days total max since you guys have been down here.
There's clearly some. I think there's some time dilation that we may want to get back sooner rather than later.
Well, let's get the fuck out of here then. We know where to go. Send us.
Larnazel, are you able to not be so imposing, perhaps?
Oh, I can make myself medium or small.
You're not Lorenzo anymore. He would reply to you.
You're doing great. Phil.
Yeah, fantastic job during the battle, but it's my turn now. He just says
But
to
he
you,
can make himself medium or small.
is my form imposing to you?
Well, I think it might be imposing to a bunch of humanoids if we transport you in the middle of a city.
You mentioned Waterdeep. Are we going to the City of Splendor that I've heard about?
Oh, why yes, and it is quite splendid, but I don't think it's doing really well right now.
You see, Gosa
Yeah,
was
times are
excited for a
tough.
moment. He was about to be like, shopping trip. Then you say that, and the excitement just drains from his face. He says, whoa.
The nice thing is, though, is that all of that will change in a positive way if you help us, which you already kind of agreed to, save Faerun.
No takesy
'Cause
backsies.
It's Narvi, the Red Wizard. We're on quite a time crunch, and honestly, it seems like we have maybe 2 days or less to save all of Faerun. But once we save it, everything will, clean up. Everything will be nice, cheery, and bright, and then you can do your little shopping spree in Waterdeep. It is quite a magnificent area, but not right now, unfortunately.
As you mentioned, we did make a promise, and we uphold our promises. We'll stand by our word, and we'll help all of you and all of Faerun help make sure that everyone can survive the darkest night.
Oh, this is great. You're going to meet Cuomo. It's going to be fantastic. You guys are going to be the bestest of friends. I mean, yeah, thank you. It's going to be great.
Just kind of gives you a nod, and Ezekiel pulls on Sorek's cloak a little bit and says, "Where are we going? Let's go."
All right,
Let's
gentlemen.
do it.
Larnazel, you can't shrink down a little bit or anything?
Yeah, he does. He'll shrink.
Okay.
He completely as you respond to him, he's like, "Just a moment," and kind of shrinks downwards, almost like a Transformer or Beast Wars. Really, his body goes inwards, and then he looks like a human. He just kind of shakes it off, and so all right, ready to go.
Well, I guess it's time to go to the tavern. I think I kind of direct everybody into a circle, and then I use the scroll to cast plane shift. And I am a cleric, so I don't think I need to roll for it.
Yep, and it's cleric and a druid spell. And you can cast 7th level spells right now.
I actually think I can.
I think you
Let
can
me
too.
see. Yeah, I can cast 8 level 8 spells. So yeah, we
Cool.
good, baby.
We good. All right. So where exactly are you sending?
I think I'm sending us to just outside of, or actually, I'm going to send us to Wilma's hideout.
Perfect.
So then we don't just magically pop into the middle of town.
Perfect. As Wilma gathers everyone together, she begins to read the words on the spell scroll for plane shift, and let's see, up to 8 willing creatures, so we're good. Everyone huddles in, and Wilma, go ahead and say the word.
Shim Sham Shalaran.
Shim Sham Shalaram. White light explodes around you guys. And you can see still in this white light tadpoles swimming in the space, and then the white light just kind of pushes them all out, and you feel your body is getting pulled, and as the white light just secedes, and you feel your bodies, which were once like floating weightlessly, become weighted again, gravity having its full effect. You slam down onto the ground, boom, 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 roll a little bit out on the outskirts of Waterdeep, right outside Wilma's abode. A couple kids running outside playing tag and hollering and screaming at each other, and you guys look up to see the black moon at its apex with what looks like black tentacles swarming around it, wrapping around it, and you can like in the space here where you can feel the psychic energy, you can feel this immense emotion and physicality of dread and like destruction, or not really destruction, but decay, just harboring on your souls as you look up into the darkness that surrounds you guys. And Larnazel and Gosa both kind of look a little surprised as they shudder. They say, "This is the Grand Sword Coast we've heard of."
Like I
Sit.
said,
Told you. It's been better days. Now it's the end of the world. There's a recession.
My God, this is more dire than I ever expected. Quick, let's get the rest that we need and move on.
That's right. Seems we have even less time than we thought. Let's
Let's do it.
So he goes to pull out his wizard spell book and begins to flip through and try to learn a couple of different spells real quick in preparation as he looks around the darkness, just closing in on you guys as you guys all walk in closer and closer to Wilma's abode. That is where we're going to call it a night, but you guys can go ahead and, you know, level up if you'd like to.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Finally, we're out of there.
Finally out of
I feel
there.
like we spent like 50 nights down there. 2/3 of our fucking, or a third of our campaign.
Between there and Narvi's temple, it's been like 40
my
40
lord.
nights, something like that.
That's definitely been like 6 months. From like Narvi's temple to here.
It's been exhausting.
Well, out of the frying pan and
Fucking
into the
love it.
fire.
I love it.
Here you guys go. Go ahead and begin to level up. Let me know if you have any questions. Try to take care of that so I can look over your sheets and make sure everything's all gravy before we start next game. But I think we'll hop back in on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I should be back in time for Sunday. It might be like 8:30, but
Oh,
it should
cool.
be good.
That's right. I forgot that you were gone this weekend. You're going.
Yeah, nah, I should be back by like 6, so
Cool.
we should be good.
Well, thank you guys for playing. Thank you for slaying Talvar and not letting me TPK y'all. We're gonna go ahead and you guys are gonna take a long rest, so you can go ahead and as you level up, take that long rest. No moss exhaustion. And at Wilma's, make sure you look out for those goblins under the stairs because they are there running around like crazy.
That's the fun part.
That's right. Everyone, thanks again. Have a good night and take it easy.
Later, Gators.
Later.
Love it. Cheers. Bye.